Listen up, crypto fam. While everyone's been sleeping on JasmyCoin, something massive is happening behind the scenes. Whales just accumulated 40 million Jasmy tokens in 3 days. And what I'm about to show you could change everything you think you know about this Japanese IoT giant. But first, if you want to catch these moves before they happen, smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because we're diving deep into whale wallets, exchange flows, and a price target that's going to blow your mind. Right now, as I'm recording this, JasmyCoin is trading just above $0.016. Now I know what you're thinking, another random altcoin pump video. But hold up. This isn't just any altcoin, this is JasmyCoin Japan's first legal crypto token backed by former Sony executives positioned to dominate the Internet of Things revolution. And here's where it gets interesting. While retail investors have been chasing meme coins and getting wrecked, institutional money has been quietly positioning themselves in Jasmy. We're talking about smart money, whale wallets, and the kind of accumulation patterns that precede massive price explosions. You see, the crypto market is all about timing, and right now, all the data is pointing to one inevitable conclusion. Jasmy is coiled like a spring, ready to unleash a move that could dwarf its previous all-time highs. But before we dive into the technicals and on-chain data that's making my hands shake with excitement, let me paint you a picture of what's really at stake here. The Internet of Things market is projected to reach $1.39 trillion by 2026. That's trillion with a T. And JasmyCoin isn't just riding this wave, they're positioning themselves to be the wave. We're talking about a project that could revolutionize how data is stored, shared, and monetized across billions of connected devices worldwide. So when I see whales accumulating millions of tokens while retail is distracted, it tells me one thing: the smart money knows something we don't. Or maybe they do know, but they're just not talking about it yet. Now here's where things get absolutely insane. I've been analyzing the on-chain data, and what I discovered made me double-check my numbers 3 times because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. According to Santiment's supply distribution data, and this is where your jaw is going to drop, a specific whale wallet holding between 1 million and 10 million Jasmy tokens just accumulated 40 million additional tokens from Sunday to Tuesday. That's 3 days of relentless accumulation. Think about this for a second. This whale didn't just buy a few million tokens and call it a day. They systematically accumulated 40 million tokens while the price was still consolidating. This is the kind of accumulation pattern we saw before Solana's 1000% run, before Chainlink's explosive move to $50, before every major altcoin breakout in crypto history. But wait, it gets better. Crypto Quant Data just revealed something that gave me chills. On Monday alone, just Monday, 54.49 million Jasmy tokens were withdrawn from exchanges. Let me repeat that. 54.49 million tokens left exchanges in a single day. Now if you've been following crypto for any length of time, you know what this means. When tokens flow out of exchanges, it means people aren't planning to sell. They're planning to hold. They're moving these tokens to cold storage, to DeFi protocols, to long-term holding wallets. This is the exact opposite of what happens before a crash. But here's the data point that made me realize this move is inevitable. CoinGlass just reported that Jasmy's long-to-short ratio hit 1.07, the highest level we've seen in over a month. What does this mean? It means professional traders, the people with millions on the line, are betting big on Jasmy going up, not down. These aren't retail FOMO buyers. These are sophisticated traders who make their living reading market sentiment and positioning accordingly. When professional traders are this bullish, when whales are accumulating this aggressively, and when exchange outflows are this massive, it creates what I call the perfect storm pattern. The same pattern we saw before every major altcoin explosion in crypto history. Now let's talk technicals, because this is where everything clicks into place. Jasmy just found perfect support at its ascending trend line, a trend line that's been holding since mid-June. This isn't just any support level. This is a trend that's been building momentum for months, creating higher lows and setting the stage for an explosive breakout. Last week alone, Jasmy rallied 10.29% off this support. But here's the kicker. The relative strength index on the daily chart is reading 55, sitting comfortably above the neutral 50 level. This tells us bullish momentum isn't just present, it's gaining traction. And then there's the MACD, oh man, the MACD. On Sunday, we got a beautiful bullish crossover, a textbook buy signal that indicates the start of a sustained upward trend. When you combine this with the whale accumulation, the exchange outflows, and the trader positioning, it creates a setup that's absolutely impossible to ignore. Alright, here's where I give you the numbers that matter, based on everything I've analyzed, the on-chain data, the technical setup, the whale accumulation patterns. Here's what I believe is about to happen to JasmyCoin. If Jasmy can break and close above the weekly resistance at $0.0175, we're looking at an immediate rally toward $0.028. That's its July 21st high. From current prices, that represents a potential 75% gain, not bad for a few weeks' work. But here's where it gets really interesting. That $0.028 level isn't just a random resistance point. It's a psychological barrier that, once broken, opens the floodgates to much higher prices. Based on the whale accumulation patterns I'm seeing, the exchange outflow data, and the historical precedent of similar setups, I believe Jasmy could easily target 5 cents in the coming months. That would represent a 212% gain from current levels. But wait, there's more. If the Internet of Things narrative really takes off, and with major corporations announcing IoT initiatives every week, Jasmy could revisit its previous all-time highs around 35 cents. That's a 2,087% gain from current prices. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but remember, we're dealing with a project that has real utility, real partnerships, and backing from former Sony executives in a market that's projected to be worth over $1 trillion. Of course, not every trade goes according to plan. If Jasmy faces a correction from current levels, I'm watching the $0.015 support level. A break below this could signal a retest of lower levels before the next leg up. But based on everything I'm seeing, the whale accumulation, the exchange outflows, the technical setup, I believe any pullback to $0.015 would be a gift, a final opportunity to load up before the real move begins. Listen, I've been analyzing crypto markets for years, and setups like this don't come around often. When whales are accumulating, when professional traders are positioned bullish, and when the technical stars align like this, it creates opportunities that can change portfolios forever. If you found this analysis valuable, absolutely smash that like button. It helps the algorithm push this crucial information to more people who need to see it. Subscribe and ring the notification bell, because I'll be tracking Jasmy's progress and updating you on every major development. Drop a comment below and let me know. Are you positioned for Jasmy's potential breakout? What's your price target? I read every single comment and love connecting with fellow crypto enthusiasts who understand the power of data-driven analysis. Remember, the crypto market rewards those who do their homework, follow the smart money, and position themselves ahead of the crowd. Right now, all the data suggests Jasmy is setting up for something special. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Important disclaimer. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and should not be considered financial advice. Cryptocurrency investments carry significant risk, and you could lose some or all of your investment. Always do your own research and never invest more than you can afford to lose. Past performance does not guarantee future results. The cryptocurrency market is highly volatile and unpredictable. Please consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions.